A fake Bitcoin ETF approval sends the markets to the moon for about 5 minutes. Gaming tokens popping off, and Memecoin finally at our shores. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla video. As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice, and if you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? So as I'm sure you've already heard, we had a fake Bitcoin ETF approval that sent the markets to the moon after Cointelegraph accidentally tweeted out some misinformation saying that BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF was finally approved. Now, of course, as we do on Twitter, everybody started retweeting or tweeting out the story in their own words just to get that sweet engagement. And it sent Bitcoin along with other coins like Solana and Ethereum to the moon for about 5 minutes. We did see a 10% candle on Bitcoin, but unfortunately, the story was not real. Now, we did see some funny tweets. We had this one by Rollbit. I'm 99% sure this is fake, but you never know. They were trolling a little bit here, saying in reply to Cointelegraph, "Is this you?" Pretending that, I guess, an intern from Cointelegraph with their name here on the Bitcoin long, a 50x leverage long, saying they made $2.25 million, which was quite funny. However, we did get a reply from Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, directly addressing the fake post and how it affected the markets in a positive way. And he does go on to say that all the rally around Bitcoin and crypto is beyond a simple ETF approval, and that people in general are looking to crypto as a flight to quality, especially with everything going on in the world. So he compares it to treasury bonds, he compares it to gold, and finally, he kept saying crypto, which I found interesting. He wasn't just saying Bitcoin, he kept repeating crypto, but he did call it a flight to quality, basically a flight to safety, as governments continue to print our dollars into oblivion. So ETF approval or not, the fundamentals behind crypto and Bitcoin have not changed, and I'm as bullish as ever for the future of Web3. Next up, we saw an art project making some noise over the weekend after Machi Big Brother swept the floor of Winds of Yawanawa from 9 ETH all the way up to 14 before it corrected back down to 11 ETH. Now, all this comes after the Museum of Modern Arts also purchased their very own one-of-one piece from a separate collection by the same artist, Rafiq Anadol, who is a very well-known artist even outside of Web3. And if we take a look at Machi's wallet, you could see this doesn't mean it has anything to do with the museum's purchase, since he did own some of these 1 month ago. Here you could see all the purchases he made over the weekend. However, he continues to sweep the floor, putting in a ton of offers at roughly 10.8 Ethereum, and a bunch of them are getting accepted. So at the time of filming this video, he currently owns 32 from this collection with an estimated total value of 360 ETH if you don't count the rare ones. Now, with the attention that this collection is getting, I'm seeing a few people talk about the potential for a mini art bull run. So it could be worth keeping an eye on some of your favorite art collections to see if they do start picking up volume. It's also worth noting that the Museum of Modern Arts also purchased a second collection called Three Faces by Ian Cheng. And although this did see a little bit of volume, it has not seen anything near the pump that the Winds of Yawanawa collection has seen. Next up, gaming tokens are finally here. Last week, we had the successful launch of the Big Time token, which did manage to get a ton of attention on social media. And yesterday, we saw the NFT/metaverse project ZTX drop their token to NFT holders, which also performed very well. Now, according to people in the Discord, if you did have a floor NFT as well as complete the snapshot, you were given roughly, let's just say roughly, some people said 80,000, some people said 60, let's just go with 60,000. You were given 60,000 tokens, which at the current market value is roughly 0.56 Ethereum, which for a free token airdrop is incredibly good. And if we look at this chart here, if you were able to catch it roughly soon after it launched, you were able to get a 2x from the current floor. So you could have made 1 ETH by selling these tokens, which you receive for absolutely free just by holding the NFT. Now, all this is, of course, on top of the NFT that you still hold, which is currently getting swept. Not even 20 minutes ago, this collection was at 0.2 while I was writing the script for this video, and they're currently sitting at 0.3. Now, before the snapshot, before people receive the tokens, these were at 0.55. Of course, whenever a catalyst or a major event happens, you're going to see a dump. So they dumped roughly 60% down to 0.2. But that means even if you purchased the top and you made the snapshot and you didn't sell until right now, you're able to sell for over half an ETH and you're still holding an NFT that is worth 0.3. So it's incredibly bullish for all the NFTs that are planning to have a token when people see these kind of NFTs doing well, especially considering that the mint price for this was only like 0.06 ETH. So you were literally just given free money. Now, of course, like I said, with this project doing good, people are going to be on the lookout for future NFTs that have tokens as a catalyst. I spoke about a few roughly 2 weeks ago, so I won't go into a deep dive in each project. I'll link that video above if you're watching on YouTube. However, some of the NFTs that I'm going to keep an eye on that are going to have their very own token are the grapes, which are going to have their grape coin. It currently sits at roughly 0.55 ETH. However, they will be doing a pre-sale that I'm going to try to participate in. Other NFTs are San Fran Tokyo, who are also going to have their Genesis reveal in the near future, but they do have a token. I don't believe it's until 2024, but I have personally been picking some of these up, especially with the low amount of listings. There's only 83 listings across all marketplaces. So I have been trying to scoop these up around 0.1 Ethereum or just putting in some offers on Blur. We also have Pluto, which is a Polygon NFT. And now that Utes has officially moved over to Ethereum, that spot is open on Polygon for an NFT project to take the #1 spot. And like I said, their token has no official date. I do believe it's sometime, or I hope that it's sometime in early 2024. Now, of course, the project that's going to have a token that everybody has been waiting for is Memecoin. Luckily, they have finally given us an official range, not an official date, but official range of when their token is going to be dropping. So if we look at their tweet that they just sent out today, you could see in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So it unfortunately might only be November, but at least we know 2 to 3 weeks, all this is going to be happening. They're going to be doing farming for their token. They're going to have the community pre-sale, and they're also going to be launching finally the meme coin across both centralized and decentralized exchanges. Now, what they mean by farming is, of course, farming attention and engagement on Twitter. Here they tell you a couple things that they're going to be doing. So anybody could participate in the farming. If you own an MVP, a captain, or a potato, you are going to be able to refer somebody else. I assume that's only going to happen once they launch their official dashboard. So some of the things you can do to start farming points are: 1, add the heart emoji meme coin in your X username, just like Ray did right here. You can also change your X banner to one of the meme banners. Again, 3, you're going to be able to register on the farming dashboard, which is coming soon, memeland soon. 4, you're going to be able to complete daily tasks. And 5, you're going to be able to collect points. And finally, harvest. So obviously they're taking notes from successful projects that deployed these types of strategies like Tipcoin, which the entire space was posting about them. We also had everybody posting about their keys for Friendtech, which they do take a slight little dig at here. You don't need to buy anybody's keys. And although some people might be annoyed by, having to post about a project on Twitter, people don't realize how incredibly important it is to support these projects publicly, because although it sounds very Web 2, all the centralized exchanges are looking at the numbers. They're looking at these metrics before they decide if a token should be launching on their exchange. So if you want Memecoin to do well, if you want it across all exchanges, it's important that you support it publicly, and not just Memecoin, any token that you want to do well. I also know that My Pet Hooligan is soon going to be launching their Carrot token, and it's the same thing, right? If you want it to do well, if you want it to get approved or have an easier time getting approved across all exchanges, it's really important that we as Web3, like the entire community, we support the projects that we like. And I personally really like Memeland. I also really like the guys over at My Pet Hooligan. They've built an incredible game. I was in the Discord last Friday playing with the team and the community. So I want these projects to do well, and I want their tokens to do well. So although it does get annoying seeing people post about, Tipcoin and now Memecoin and eventually Carrot, there is is a grand purpose for it other than just them being like, hey guys, shill us for fun. At the end of the day, they're at the whims of what these centralized exchanges want to do. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching, you Crypto Gorilla. Peace. Whew.